Listen, it is another day. As y'all can see, the sun is out. But I wanted to stop by real quick because I wanted to know, how do you guys be feeling when like you're out of work with legit reasoning? It's not even like a negative reasoning. But when like it's time to go back to work, like where is your anxiety? Because listen, I felt like it was time to go back to work. Okay? Like I got bored. I need to go back to work. And don't get me wrong, I did things while I was off work, while I was in my grieving process, right? So when I lost my husband 3 years ago, I could not work, which makes perfect sense. But I went and I got a bachelor's degree in church administration. So I did that, and then I traveled a little bit. I did that, and then I did some things. But like when it's time, hey, when it's time to go back to work, like, where's the anxiety? Because listen, I had realized that in this world, like, even with degrees and certificates, and I have a few, that whole putting in application thing is crazy work. Like, I don't even know how many times I had put in the application and said the same thing over and over again. And it's really, really, the thing is that, like, I've never just had a job. I've always had a career, right? I've always been career driven. Before my husband died, I had almost 18 years at McDonald's. Almost 18 years. And I'm talking about from different regions, right? Like, I was in North Carolina, I was in Georgia, and then when we relocated here to Indianapolis, like, I've always been, don't judge me, okay? I've always been for the Mick and the fries. I've always been for the McFries, okay? But like, customer service is my skill set. So like, to have to just sit here and put in application after application, and it ain't even the applications, y'all. It's the interviews for me. Like, hey, it's the interviews for me. Like, interview after hey, we have an interview. You want to come do an interview? We have an interview. And I'm sitting here like, I be wanting to really tell these people, just between me and y'all cousins, I used to be a hiring manager. Okay, this, and then this is my favorite part, y'all. You're overqualified. What? Overqualified? Y'all what? Like, what is we talking about? And like, because again, my field has been almost 20 years in fast food and customer service. The moment I like, and I've stepped outside of that comfort zone, right? Because again, I have certificates, I have degrees, I have some things behind my little name, and it's, oh well, you don't have enough experience in this field. Is it me? Is it me? Hey y'all, welcome in. I just want to know, is it me? Cause like, okay, okay, right? And when people be like, and when I say people, I'm talking about these folks that do the hiring. Like, oh my God, your personality is so wonderful. You will be such a great asset to our company, but we'll call you back. Like, come on, man. I know what that means and I get it. And I'm not against the process because it's a process. It's a process that's necessary. And I've been out of the work field for a little while. But this is the other part. Cousins, this is the other part that I've realized that has been blowing my little, I can't even say wig back because it's not a wig. That's been blowing my little miracle braids way out of pocket. I had one interviewer say to me, so do you get any kind of assistance? And I was like, no. And I don't. And I don't. And I don't. That's not a brag. That's not me being cocky. That's just the truth. I don't get assistance. This individual had the nerve to be telling my son, well, if you ain't worked in 3 years, how you been paying your bills? I think it be moments like that, y'all. Well, I know something. I don't know what I know, but I know something. I know these people crazy. I know these people is crazy because I'm just trying to figure out, is it really that dramatic? Like, is it that deep? Is it that deep? Like, sis just want a job. Cause really, I just need a little something to do. And if I can make a little dollar while I do what I do, then that's cool too. Right? So I told one company, I interviewed, like, I gotta know, this is over a means of almost 10 different interviews that I've had. Now I've put in several applications, but this is like, it's like my 10th interview, okay? And so the hiring manager says to me, like, well, because you have so much history with McDonald's, like, why would you want to come work for us? And I'm like, I felt like they were trying to call me an agent, like a double spy or something. Like, this is not the KGB, baby. I'm not a double spy. I ain't trying to see what y'all do. So then I was like, look, I can't make you believe nothing I ain't got. You know what I mean? So when it came down to that, then it becomes a matter of, well, what can you bring to our company? Like, I get that question, and it's a question that's necessary. Exactly. Like, why would you ask me? Like, first of all, do I look like I'm not a survivor? Like, I didn't come in here, baby. I got my toes put away. I got my black shoes on that's fully clothed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hot, so I got my little arm out, but like, I got a collar out. Anyway, let me listen. Y'all don't get me turned up. Don't get me turned up, okay? Because I have really been in here just like. Side note: this very last interview, I sat for literally, um, they said it was open interview, open hire, which was cool because they didn't give me like a date, but they was just like, we're here from 10 to 4. So bet I got here like 10:15. 10:20. Let me be 100% with that. I was here like 10:20. Okay. Got here at 10:20. Got me a little coffee. I'm waiting. Baby, I had to go back up there like, because I started seeing other people come in and filling out like applications. So I was like, wait, I didn't get an application to like fill out on the spot, which I get, that's not a problem. But I was like, well, do you want me to leave my resume? And they was like, oh no, we don't need your resume. Like, just do this and do that. So then the hiring manager decides to come out like, hey, I'm so sorry you've been waiting. I got a lot on my mind. First of all, I just be want to say, if y'all a hiring manager, please get y'all some time management skills. Please get y'all some time management skills. Broker license is what's hot right now. Okay, thank you very kindly, because I don't know. And the whole thing is like, I don't even mind training and learning new stuff, but it's like, what do y'all want? Like, what do these people want out here in this world? You know what I'm saying? Like, I brush my teeth, man. I brush my teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I brush my teeth. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't even smile. Some people can't even smile. Like, man, I brush my teeth. What's up? Like, I don't know. I was so left about it. I was so left field about this whole thing, y'all. But I just was like, let me go live for a second, because maybe it's me. Maybe it's me with like way too much expectation of like, I should be able to put in an application. Not saying that I can't or shouldn't go through a process, because that's due processes per person, right? But don't treat me like I'm a bum. Stop treating me like I'm a bum. I'm not a bum. I think that's just what I want to say out loud. That's just what I want to say out loud. Like, yo, I'm not a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people get me feeling like I'm a bum. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, I didn't even put no lashes on. Okay, so I came very professional, and I feel like I be being professional. Okay, I be trying to be professional. I don't even use my little accent. Like, I I actually use my words correctly and I use the proper tone. Like I know how to do this. I don't even hit y'all with the little Georgia accent, boy. I don't even do that. I don't even do that. I ain't even do nothing. I don't even do all of that type stuff. But anyway. Whew. All right. That is my vent for the day because, like, this interviewing process, and like, on the flip side to that, let me stop being dramatic. On the flip side to that, maybe because I have not had to sit in this seat in a very long time, like some stuff is almost a part of what you kind of need to go through, as far as like for compassion, right, and understanding. But baby, listen, child of God, child of the Most High God that sits high and look low, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do, and then you got to hire anybody, So, let me go here because like again, I'm not looking obviously for like nothing super dramatic, and I ain't trying to become nobody's doctor or hygienist or anything like that. I turned around. One of the places told me I was overqualified. I go back. I see a young lady there. I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, how you doing? You just started. She like, girl, yeah, but I don't know nothing. I don't know. I might not even keep this job. And I'm saying to myself, now y'all take people through all of these ringers, high lows, and rigmaroles, all to have somebody that's gonna get your turnover rate high. Right? Because let's talk about turnover rate. No? Okay. Anyway. Anyway. Bless the Lord Almighty. Whatever's for me is for me, and hopefully I'll be back at it real soon, right? Because like I am not above work. I'm not above work. But if I could just be honest with y'all and tell y'all, when that one manager asked me, was I receiving any kind of assistance? The whole BLACK in me. You heard it right. The BLACK in me was about to be like, excuse me, what makes you think I have to have assistance? First of all, I don't look like assistance. Second of all, if I was getting assistance, why would you even be asking me something like that? Sometimes they feel threatened. It's like, you know more than it. And you know what? That might be the case. And to be very honest with you, I don't even go down like the whole list of like my certifications and everything like that. I literally just give like my most recent information. And most times I try to go past that. Like, no, I absolutely graduated from high school. But like I'm not almost. Oh Jesus, no, I'm actually 40. Oh, I'm 40. Okay, I have to remind myself. Do y'all do that too? Like if you turn the age, you forget that you just turned that age. Not even a part of the conversation. I'm 40 now, and because I'm 40, surely, and no, Demaya, because everybody that turned 40 or that's 40 has not accomplished every. Okay, second my thoughts. I try not to go down the rigmarole of like all that I've accomplished, right? Because again, even through my grieving process, I wasn't just sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. I literally got a degree and some certificates and some stuff like that to add to my little repertoire. Okay. And so if I tell you like, what's your highest level of education? I'm not going to lie to you. So I absolutely got to be like, no, I got a bachelor's and administration. So I be cool. Like I don't even take it all the way up the bracket. I be like, nah, I got a bachelor's in administration. Wow. A bachelor's? Like, is that hard to believe? It's just a bachelor's. I didn't even go for my master's. I didn't even go for the master's, which now makes me feel like I should go for my master's because y'all tripping over a bachelor's. Now, if I go for my master's, then what? Then what we talking about? I'm gonna, you know what? Maybe I'm just applying in the wrong field. Anyway, maybe I'm not even applying high enough. That could also be a problem. I'm not applying high enough. Maybe I need to go apply for some of these other positions that these people be janky in. And anyway, okay, y'all. Yo, I had to get that one off my chest because that almost took me out today. I literally said that, was like, first of all, I've been waiting over an hour. Okay, over an hour. Secondly, it was people. Okay, I told y'all it was people coming in filling out the little paper applications. But thirdly, some of them people was looking at me like, "Are you the one conducting the interviews? Are you conducting the interviews?" And to the point where, like, I couldn't even. I didn't even feel bad. I didn't. I felt very me. I felt very me. I felt very Gucci about myself. You know what I'm saying? I felt very, very, very me, because I was a hiring manager at one point. So the interviews and hiring was a part of what I had to do. But then it's like, if I tell you, when you ask me what are some of the things I've done, which kind of answer you want? You want the truth or no? I don't know if these people be wanting the truth. I think sometimes they just want you to lie. And I don't want to lie. Okay, because a liar cannot tarry in the Lord's sight. So why would I lie to you and mess up my opportunity of getting to heaven? I don't think people think it through like that. Anyway, that's my rant, y'all, for the day. Midday rant of the day. I gotta go drop off some equipment. But y'all stay safe out here in these streets. It's starting to rain where I am. A little sprinkle. That's cool. Bye.